welcome back to more Let's Play Dragon Warrior Monsters. Last time, we cleared out the Arena Gate while having several musings about what avenues we're going to take our breeding to next. I've had a lot of ideas about what we'll be using our Montreal that we're going to make very soon, if we'll be making it into a metal drac, if we'll be using that to make more powerful monsters, what we'll be doing with other party members. There's been a lot of considerations. So, I think today is going to be dedicated to generally improving everyone as best we can. Last time, if you remember, we received a sirloin. That is very important to what I want to do. Starting off, admittedly, we've been kind of neglecting Slab. I'm not gonna lie. Him and Wing both are being used right now to try to foster a higher plus mark for our slime there. But there's going to be one other essential piece of the puzzle that we need. And that can be found in here in the first gate. Specifically, we need another basic slime. So we have a warp wing, we have our sirloin. Let's hop right in. Now, unfortunately, we're only going to have one shot at this. So if I fail, I'm going to need to come back here and try again. And again. And again. So, you know, fingers crossed that I won't have to do that. Now, luckily, all the battles here are going to take all of seconds, and luckily, they're going to be pretty easy. That's why I'm hoping that it's going to be as simple as we feed the slime sirloin, capture it, we're good to go. Alright. Ideally, here you go, little slime. Have a delectable sirloin. Now, if we're lucky, that should be enough to recruit it. If we're lucky. So come on. Hey, hey! The female slime got up and is looking at us. Oh, happy days. Now, seeing as this actually worked, let's call her... I don't really know. How about, Sluss? Sure. Looks good to me. I guess you could say Sluice if you really wanted to. Now, the only bad part about little Sluss here, or Sluice, whatever you want to call her, is that her stats are abysmal. She's also level 1. Meaning we kinda need to take her with us to farm. This is going to create some problems, because, if you remember, Slab and Wing are also here to farm. So for now, we will have just recruited her, and that will be good enough. We already know all the skills she can learn, so that's really not a big deal. The problem is that her stats are terrible. So if we were to get Slab and Wing's offspring, and then breed it with Sluss, it wouldn't really create a great king slime. I'm not going to lie. So I think what I want to do is I might go out of my way to try to recruit another slime, to then breed her with that slime, and then basically have this whole big pyramid that results in a king slime built on the foundation of many little slimes. It's basically the thing we've been doing, just now we're introducing the second normal slime that will actually be used for the final breeding process, because you do need 2 of them. Now, I think in the meanwhile, seeing as I plan on going recruiting, I want to stock up on some herbs. Or not herbs, herbs. I want to stock up on some ribs. There we go. I saw herbs because I was selling them. There we go. And let's see. How much more room do we have? Oh, plenty. Oh, baby. Alright. Let's buy... honestly, I'm going to go for just 10 ribs straight up. Now, I think what would be wise is, seeing as we need to continue farming Gold Up, we want to progress the game, we want to get EXP, and there's a couple other monsters I really want to recruit for the future. I think, while I do want to focus on trying to improve our slimes, we need to get some extra buddies. And I figure there's a lovely new gate up here, which has quite a few things I would actually like to recruit. Two of which being direct slimes. Now, we've already seen them, so if we can't get one here, we can always go to the arena gate, and that'll work just fine. But there is another monster here I wish to get, specifically a skull raven, namely just because it's a bird. No real specific reason other than that, I just need a bird. So, in we go. And, quite the reception. There are 12 total floors, 11 of which are random. So let's use a step guard and step around the exit, as I would like to actually explore. Grab a warp staff in the meanwhile, very good. Love water, who cares? And alright, whole lot of nothing. Well, I guess. There we go. Yeah, see, so Skullroo and Mad Raven. I want to try to get the Mad Raven. I think I said Skull Raven earlier. You get the idea. I want the bird. Now, seeing as we don't have either of them, let's just try one rib and see what happens. Again, I really want the bird, but if we happen to get the Skullroo, not the end of the world. And seeing as Aqua decided to use Ice Storm, we are not going to be getting the Skull Raven. Yeah, and it looks like it's going to take more than a rib, too, so that is not great. So I figure onward we march. Now, for the actual purpose of recruiting, I might have to set everyone to cautious. Because that way, ideally, they'll only attack and won't use spells, I'm hoping. And we can actually get a couple ribs off, ideally. But we'll see what happens here. Oh. This is different. I guess let's just hit fight and see what happens. Yeah, it looks like they'll just keep on swinging, which is fine by me. If we can get through here without spending any MP, that is A-okay. So, keep on going. And I mean, they give decent EXP. My only worry is that the Skull Raven won't be terribly leveled up, but that's not a big problem. Alright, Butterfly and Skull Raven. Now let's try handing out some ribs, see what happens. Unfortunately, I think we're just too powerful in general for us to be able to give them multiple treats. Kind of a problem, but you never know. Yeah, okay, well, I knew better, but, well, here we are. But the Mad Raven gets up and will join us. Perfect. Ooh, we can't take any more people. Uh-oh. In that case, we will say goodbye to a monster. Because, frankly, we have a lot here that's kind of just sitting here doing a whole lot of nothing. So, honestly, I'm going to say goodbye to either Army or Fair. Just because Army's kind of been sitting here doing nothing. It's a bug, which I really don't ever use bugs. Though, no, even Fair has better stats. Yeah, I'm just going to say goodbye to Army. Yeah, goodbye. So we will name our Mad Raven Mad R. Looks good to me. And I suppose let's take a look at your stats. Level 17, decent stuff across the board. Rebel, part of the bird family. Very good. All the things I needed. So now that we have that out of the way, ideally we'll find some Drax slimes and be on our way. That is the ideal situation, at least. If not, well, we can just go back somewhere else and find them. It won't be the end of the world. Pulls right up north. Should be good. Now, I think the Drax slimes show up later on, much like the arena gate, if I'm remembering correctly. Let's see. Start step guard, just in case. Use a map magic. Very good. Man, another similar room to what we just had. Alright. Top left. Looks good to me. Not a whole lot going on here. Not a ton of items. No masters. Nothing crazy. Ooh, also too, I can set everyone's plan up outside of combat. I really don't need to worry about it here. But honestly, it's kind of working even without magic. So I might just leave it. I mean, conserving MP is not terrible. Still, I guess we'll see what we end up facing and finding. Because you never know. Oh. Well, you'll certainly speed things along. Hey there, pal. Yes, yes, yes. You're a wizard. We beat you. You show us your power. Ooh. Okay. We have some opportunities here. Let's actually try to give them some ribs. Because I figured Gulp will defend, Mac will be busy healing, Aqua will slowly beat them, and that'll give us plenty of time to use ribs. Now, ideally, out of all these monsters, they're actually going for the one I kind of wanted. Not the end of the world. Now, unfortunately, if we do recruit more monsters, we will have to say goodbye to more of ours. So, we gotta be a little careful in that regard. Fortunately, we're to the point where we've got a lot of monsters. Yeah, they're going for the other one I kind of wanted. Well, I guess whatever. Caution to the wind. Throw them some ribs. I figure worst case, we'll just buy some more with all the money we have and come on back. So let's see, get rid of the wing snake. And hello there, Gotagon. We actually had a chance to breed one of these a while ago with, oh gosh, I forget what opportunity it was. I think it was the catfly? Or maybe the lizard man? Heck, I don't remember. It was one of the chances. But point is, it's kind of underwhelming, so I didn't really bother. But hey, we did bother giving Aqua a level. She hits level 28, gaining 4 HP, 4 MP, 5 attack, 5 defense, 6 agility, 5 intelligence. And hey, the female Goatgon got up. Sure, come along. Now, let's see what else we want to get rid of. Because there are a couple things that we've been just kind of sitting on that I'm like, they're not really great. I do want to keep most of our newer things. But to be honest, yeah, I really don't think we need Slug. So as lovely as it was that they joined us, we really just don't need them. So, welcome aboard, Goat. Now let's take a look at your stats. Level 25, decent intelligence, decent attack, pretty good agility. All right. Whiz Kid to boot with holy moly, heal all, vivify, and squall hit. Okay. Well, you're going to be useful. And now we'll zip on forward. Huh? This is unexpected. It's playing the Great Tree music. That's weird. Still, we'll take Warp Staff. And now, I do want to get into some fights and actually see what we're dealing with. Because there's a chance we may have skipped over the Drac Slime. Though, to be honest, with our monster bank being somewhat full, it might be for the best that we come back. Yeah, okay, there's the Drac Slime. And a Facer. Okay. Let's try giving out a rib and see what happens. My guess is that Aqua's just going to use Blizzard or Snowstorm and just obliterate everything. Yep, there's the Blizzard. Drac Slime instantly dies. You know, sometimes I hate being right. Alright. Finish the fight, gain some decent EXP. Oh. And the female Facer got up and is looking at us. I don't actually remember what family this thing is from. I think it's from the Material family, if I remember. Yes, it is. To be honest, it's actually kind of lackluster. So, no. Sorry, Facer. I guess, okay, look. This is going to be an apparent problem. I don't have a world leave. Huh. Whoops. Kinda forgot. Got a bit ahead of myself. Also, hello, Mudrin. It's an interesting monster, admittedly. I want to say that's also Material. I think it's actually used in a couple breeding combinations that are actually pretty good. Or no, was it Zombie? I think it was Zombie that's up part of the family of. Let's see, yes, it is a Zombie. Gulp gains a level. Very nice. Which actually, ironically, Slug would have been able to make Mudrin. Sorry, buddy. Well, bygones are bygones. And, oh, we're in here. That's goofy. So, anything in your dresser? Packed with dresses. Oh. What about your bookshelves? Seeking the one I saw in a vision. A touching story. Alright. What about here? Make your money grow. Do not make fake money. I mean, that's... yeah, fair enough. So, anyways, hey there. We've seen you for a while. How are you?
Who are you? How did you get here? You must have crept in here because I'm so beautiful.
No, I actually took a gate in the farm and it led here. So what? Sorry.
Then, did you sneak in to steal something?
Ignore my previous actions. No.
You snuck in here because I'm so beautiful, right?
Again, no.
Then you must be a master who's come to capture me?
What? I mean, you're a person, right? You know what? Yeah, I am.
You sure don't know how to behave in front of ladies. I'll teach you some respect.
And here we have a boss against Copycat. A very unique boss who does what you might imagine. Now, luckily, we don't need to use any meat to recruit it. I was actually seeing if I had a misstep. We don't, so we'll just hit fight. Now, this fight's interesting because the copycat can turn into any one of your monsters. It can also copy exactly what your monster does. So, this fight's as hard as your team is good. It's an interesting fight, to say the least. Now, also, too, luckily, Copycat will auto-recruit, so we don't need to worry about that. Okay, this might be really bad. Because now she has all of Aqua's abilities, including Stop Spell. Not great. Though, she is susceptible to sleep. Seeing as we don't have spells, everyone charge. Yeah, and it becomes Aqua-like, which is kind of hilarious. So yeah, boom, big critical, some big damage. Also, Gulp just cast Inframore. Now, ironically, because it transforms into your monsters, it also copies their health. So, makes it pretty easy. Wow, Copycat got up and is looking at us. We absolutely want to take her with us. So let's get rid. I'm gonna be honest, Fairy. You're kind of whatever. So goodbye. Now her name is Mimi or Mime. I always said Mimi just because it sounds more like a name than just Mime. But we'll just call her Mime. It's fine. At least I think Mimi is what I called her as a kid, because again I was bad with pronunciation. So if we take a look at her, she's extremely average. She's really not that great, though she does know some interesting abilities. I don't know if any of them are heritable, but oh well.
Don't seem to be a bad guy after all. I'm beginning to like you.
Huh. All right.
Doing well, huh? Let's go home.
All right, Wadabo. Sounds good to me. And apparently we need to do some breeding really badly.
Oh, Terry, you beat Copycat. Copycat loves to imitate everything, but nobody can imitate my regal character.
Oh, King.
It's an exaggeration. I'm busy. You're dismissed. Busy, busy, busy.
All right. That went surprisingly quickly. Cool. But still, we have a problem on our hands. We didn't get the Drac Slime, which, again, not the end of the world. But what's worse is that our monster pen's full. So we need to do something about that ASAP. So let's see. I think with what we have available, I want to breed Ant with Ebby. If my memory's correct. So yes. Now we'll make Ogre plus 3. This will be setting up for something way later. So yes, let's go for it. I don't plan on hatching this or using it right away, but it'll save us some room, so I figure good to go. Very good. So yes, it is a baby ogre. I do not wish to hatch it. Now let's see. Well, interestingly, I think if we take Mad Raven and Mime, it will make the thing I wanted to make with
the Drac Slime? A phoenix.
To be honest, I was already going to make it. So why not? I think it's a great idea. Kind of ironic that we recruit the boss and immediately breed it away. But hey, it will serve us quite well. Now, I actually do kind of want to hatch this one and work on it for a bit. But I need to make sure that it's a male, because this is going to be Aqua's partner. And their offspring is going to be quite important. So let's take a look. We don't have a lot of money. Gosh, we have a lot of eggs. We'll be fixing that. So yeah, let's evaluate Phoenix. Let's see, healthy one. Baby will take some time to grow up. It'll be somewhat resistant to enemy skills and spells. Very nice. And it is a boy. Awesome. Okay, very good. So then, the other thing, too, that I kind of wanted to do, just because I've been deliberating on it so much, I want to breed Gulp and Dran to create Andreal. Now, originally, I kind of wanted to get a little stronger with them, but seeing as we're having a bit of a crisis, I figured let's just make the Andreal and be done with it. Now, originally, I planned to make a Metal Drac, and I forget what the plan was after that. But point is, we're going to be making a lot of Metal Dracs in the future. Like, a lot. I mean, seriously, I'm talking like 6, 7, maybe even 8 of them. It's going to be a lot. We're also going to be making just as many Andreals, if not more Andreals. So, yeah. Now, the big thing is that I want to use this first one to improve Matt, or at least his offspring. This was something I, in the grand scheme of things, figured I probably should do, just because it's a great intermediate step. So let's evaluate the Andreal. We will need it to be female. Very healthy, inherited lots of skills, takes some time. A boy? Absolutely not. We need to bless it, which, goodness, 200? Oh, goodbye all our money. It's not the end of the world, but it's annoying still. So now that we've done that, we have a bit of a dilemma. We're going to have a lot of breeding with a lot of our main team. This is a problem, because we're going to need teammates to actually get stuff done. So I think what I want to do is, seeing as the Andreal and Phoenix are going to be for both Matt and Aqua, I actually don't want to do anything here. Tricked you, didn't I? What I want to do is I want to go grab Slab or Wing, and whichever one, and I want to do some farming, because I want to get both of them to level 20, and I think Slab was level, 19, so I figure if we grab Wing, and then go do some farming with her in our party, we'll get her leveled up to 20, ideally Slab will hit 20, and then we'll breed them together and see what happens. Now, this is also considering we have the other slime, and we're going to need to breed that too, and we might need to go out of our way to make it a little more stronger, because it's not great. So we're going to have to do a little bit of some roundabout, going around in circles and all that. It's going to be a whole thing. Still, what I plan to do is I'm going to show you everyone's stats. There's Aqua. Here is Matt. Here's Wing. And then, of course, I will show off all of their skills, just so you can see what changes. Just like so. Very, very helpful. And now, I'm gonna go grind for, however long it takes to get wing to level 20. In fact, what I do want to do is I'm going to go grab a warp wing, and then I will commence the grinding. So, I'll see you then. Well, while doing our farming, Mac, by chance, recalls Hustle from his memory. This is what happens when you have two skills that then create a new skill. We get Hustle, which restores between 70 to 80 HP to all allies for 12 MP that isn't magical. We also learned Tatsu Call, which is another very unique skill. It summons Tatsu monsters to attack the enemy. This effectively adds a fourth party member to a battle. It's pretty good, and it also upgrades. So otherwise, we no longer need Sidestep because we have Hustle and can pass that on to the next generation. In Tatsu Call, as much as I like it, I don't know if we really need it all that much. I'm gonna pass out or pass on it just because there are ways of getting it later, and it's not really something I care for right this second. Still, pretty good skill. Whipbird, namely, is what learns it, at least easily. So if you want to get that pretty easy, just breed a bird with Maze Rayburn that's in the arena right now. Pretty simple. Also, as you can see, the leveling's going well. But I'm going to keep on going. Figure I will finish this run, and then we should be all good. So I'm going to get back to it, and I'll see you guys once I'm done. Finally, Mac learned Heal Us. This has been a skill that I have been meaning to get for him forever. Now, notably, it is stronger than Hustle, but it costs more MP. However, it does have an evolution to eventually become Heal Us All, which does as the name describes. I like having both Heal Us and Hustle, so I think for now, I'm going to get rid of Curse Off, just because we haven't been encountering curses all that much, so I've not really worried too much. Otherwise, I think we're pretty much done farming. So let's use a warp wing, head on back, and I've actually got a pretty hot tip for you. In the Bazaar Gate, you typically can find floors with only two map tiles. If you find a floor like that, the floor afterwards has a 50% chance of spawning a bard, which is the tamer, who will give you 20 points into whatever your lowest stat is for all three monsters. So I actually took a quick trip to there to get more MP for Mac to learn Heal Us. Additionally, too, there are actually spawn conditions for every single master. If you want to find a priest, then all you have to do is pick up all the items on a floor. This can be really easy or really difficult, depending on how big the floor is. It also is automatically completed if there are no items that are on the floor. It also happens to get rid of the chance for every other type of master to show up, so be careful. Wizards will show up, basically the opposite way bards do. If you have 16 or more screens, or 16 or more maps, or map tiles, Bard shows up with 2. And then there's actually another one we've not seen, another tamer, which is the Shopkeep. Shopkeeps tend to give you a bunch of meat, and they only show up if you've spent 200 or more steps on a given floor. I don't know if we'll ever see one, but we might. Otherwise, the male and female warriors have, I believe, a varying chance to spawn based on gates that are unlocked throughout the game. So all of the gates before the Room of Anger are 5%. Everything after that, before the Starry Night tournament is 10%, and everything after Starry Night is a 15% chance. So it's good to know how you can spawn these, and it makes looking for certain NPCs, I say NPCs, for certain other Master Tamers a lot easier, especially when you're trying to get a quick increase, find items of a certain kind, or what have you. It's really good to know. So from all of our farming, hopefully Slab is nice and leveled. We're going to check real quick, because if he's level 20, then we're good to go. He's level 19. Oh, come on, buddy. He needs 500 EXP. Oh, good golly gosh. All right, buddy. I get it. I get it. You want to get in on the farming, too. I understand. So let's come up here, grab Slab, hop down to the arena, get him a quick level, warp wing back, then do some breeding. Hello, Pulio. We're going to swap out Wing, grab Slab. Come on, buddy. We have a nice all-blue team. Very nice. It's also including Terry, so it's quite fitting. Hop on down to the arena. Then we'll go get Slab a level. Now, also, too, while running around, I ended up finding a bunch of staves, selling them, made a bunch of money. I found some more various seeds that I want to save, specifically life acorns. We also got a mystic nut, which increases MP. Can be super useful, especially when, spells have requirements of MP and other stats. So I like having them for that reason. They're also just good to just bump a monster if it happens to be your favorite. You like them, etc. Whatever. They're useful. So, generally speaking, I'd say don't try to hoard them. But life acorns, especially, have a very good purpose later on. So I would go out of your way to try to keep those. Another interesting thing I did was I used some of the money from the staves that I sold to buy repellents to actually make getting through the Bazaar map and finding bards a lot quicker and easier. So that super helped. I actually still have quite a few repellents. So that's why our inventory looks a little goofy. Now, I imagine from this fight right here, we'll probably get enough EXP for Slab to hit level 20. And then I figure we will warp Wing back. Him and Wing will have a child. And then we'll kind of just plan around that and go from there. As of right now, we are setting up some pretty darn intense stuff. Not just for Slab, but for everyone. It's a lot. And there we go. Slab hits level 20. Gains 2 HP, 4 MP, 3 attack, 3 defense, 4 agility, 1 intelligence. And hey, the male wing snake got up. Using those treats wasn't a waste. So, come along, Mr. Wing Snake. I think I'm going to call you, I guess just Wing. I guess. I don't know. Oh wait, did it say? Yeah, the same name already exists. Is the name? Yeah, okay. Okay. That's what I was scared of. So let's call him Win S for Wind Snake. Looks good. Take a look at your stats. I mean, pretty good all around. Defense, panty dance, branching. Stats, but hey, we'll take it. Get a Warp Wing and another Mystic Nut. Super useful. And also, too, while we're here, here's what everyone's stats are now looking like. I figure I didn't really need to show Wing because whatever. But everyone's looking pretty darn good. Slib is still admittedly a little sad, but look at him. He's cute. Everyone's a hot blood. Here are all of these skills. Aqua didn't change. Notably, Mac changed quite a bit, learning Hustle and Heal Us. Very useful. And, well, he's Slab. Come on. He's a cute little fella. Otherwise, yeah, there's all my repellent. I wasn't lying. There we go. Boom. Get on back. And let's see what our breeding will yield now. I'm hoping for at least +4, which is why I did all the extra farming, because that'll get us pretty much exactly the step closer that we need. Now, the only problem is, again, the female slime we recruited is pivotal, but we need her to stay A, a slime, and B, have decent stats. So we're kind of running into a wall with that. Still, let's take a look here. Yep, slime +4. That looks absolutely perfect. Now we'll just have to think of a name for the little fella. Or gal, I guess. But we might let them sit in the egg for a little bit. I don't know. Let's see, baby slime. We'll say no right now. And then let's take a look at some of our other things. Because we really... I mean, Sloss is level 12, but those stats are just so... It's hard to say, yeah, let's use that for breeding. You notice we really don't have any other slimes. So my thought is, maybe what I'll do is I'll go grab one of our other monsters that we've been kind of passively leveling, bring them along with us, and then perhaps I'll go try to recruit a Slabbit, and then we'll breed that with the female slime. Or, I guess kind of vice versa. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'm not too worried. I guess, really, let's take Sluss with us. That way she can gain some EXP. So, yet again, we will hop into the arena. Now, unfortunately, I do need more meat. So, whoopsies. Going down to the right floor for the arena, not the right floor for pretty much anything else. So figure while we're here, let's head on to the bank, deposit some of our items. Specifically the Mystic Nuts, I just don't need them. We can put away some of our gold. And then, is there anything else I want to put here? Ah, we should be alright. Figure let's go pick up a rib. And then, I'll say a rib. Probably like 2 or so, maybe more, just in case. I don't really know how many it takes for a Slabbit there. Oh, let's grab 4. Oh, I have too many items. But if I sell an herb, I'll have, oh yeah, 3, yeah. Oh yeah. Perfect. Okay. Buy 4 ribs. Wonderful. And then otherwise, I'm going to go look for a Slabbit, and I'll see you once we ideally catch one. So, be right back. Well, while looking for that Slabbit, Aqua hit level 30, and her Ice Storm becomes White Air. A very powerful skill. It uses 16 MP, it attacks all enemies with an incandescent air. This is going to deal some serious damage, and man, I am excited for it. Anyways, back to the Slabbit hunt. Alright, here we go, our lovely little prey. Let's give them some ribs. And let's see if we can catch us a Slabbit. Now, fingers crossed we do. Worst case, if not, well, we'll try again. What else? Come on. Now, luckily, they do have a fair amount of health. I don't suspect they'll survive everyone, but if we could get 2 ribs, that would be nice. Perfect. So, come on, baby. Come on. Dodge. Alright. I mean, hey, if you want to get a 3rd rib, you just gotta dodge 2 more times. And that's kind of what I thought. Alright. Sloss increases level, gains 8 HP, 4 MP, 4 attack, 5 defense, 4 agility, 5 intelligence. Learns Fireball, very nice. And wow, the female Slabbit got up and is looking at us. And now we're in a bit of a problem. It's great, that we have it, but it's female. And if that is evident, then, well, you should already know that we need a male. So I think I'm going to try to find one more. Try to give it 2 ribs. And worst case, we're just going to have to deal with it. It's not ideal. So I'll find you guys once I find another slabbit. Alright, here we have a fight with 2 whole slabbits. I figure let's give them a rib and fingers crossed. I figure worst case, if I don't recruit a male slabbit, I can just breed our current one with whatever monster and make sure that offspring is male. It won't be too big of a deal, but I figure while here we can try and also show off Aqua's white air, which is devastating. So yeah, no luck, no problem. So we'll warp wing out. Take our lovely little herb. And I guess what we'll do to finish off the episode is we'll pick a partner for the slabbit to breed with, take that offspring, make it male, train that up, then we'll breed that with Sluss here, and then we will make a somewhat better slime, breed that with our other slime, and then next episode we should be able to breed our king slime finally. So let's see. Out of everything here, I'm trying to see what I have plans for. I mean, realistically, I guess the wing snake. I really didn't plan on getting this thing. It's got pretty okay stats, all things considered. Sure. It'll be a Drax slime +2, which works out because we didn't recruit one. So, sure, why not? I figure go for it. And then once this is all said and done, I figure next episode, I will begin with having appropriately raised the Drax slime. And then we will we'll go from there. We've still got a fair amount of breeding to do and farming. But hey, at least we cleared a gate and got a lot of money and stuff done. So I like it. Next time, we're gonna have a darn good time. As always, I'm Fred. Thanks for watching and have a good one.